All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Top Left Sports Show. I'm Steven.
I'm Bradley.
Got Bradley over there, like always. Now it's turned into every weekly thing. What's up, Jacob?
I'm a partner on here.
Yeah. So, like the post said, we're gonna go over some franchise tags from the last couple days. We will recap / preview NASCAR, and then a little bit of Mariners Springs training, and then we got a hat giveaway coming up right off the bat. And then Bradley's got a little rapid fire for me, I guess, that we're gonna go over.
Mlb Postseason. See if you can guess what the experts are predicting.
Yeah. So, let's go over here. We'll do the hat giveaway right off the bat. Where are we at here? All right, so here we are. We got our list right here. So how this is going to work is, obviously, everyone knows from like the past, I don't know even how long it's been going on for, but we did, if you just shared the live stream, then you got entered into a freebie raffle. So these are the 11 people, other than ourselves and our significant others, obviously.
All right, Savannah, you're not entered in this draft.
Yeah. So how it's going to work is I'm just going to do a number generator, like we use for softball and all that kind of stuff. And we'll do it 3 times. Obviously, each of their numbers represents what is going to.
Yeah, so we'll have everyone has a number to their name.
All right.
We'll do it 1, 2, and the third time that we generate it,
yeah,
we'll get a winner out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
I just saw the screen was messed up, so I had to fix it. That's why I got.
You're all right.
Kind of caught off guard.
I'll come in on that.
So the third number that hits is going to be the winner.
Yep.
Obviously,
so if you see your name on the first one.
First 2.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got it up here. No, we got it right there. All right. So we got 1 through 11. I'll refresh the page a couple times just so no one thinks it's rigged. Boom. 3.
We got 7 viewers. We've got 11
4.
entries. So
where my name at? Checo, you already bought a hat. Shut up. You can buy another one though if you want. All right, so that's like 6 refreshes.
Oh, Donovan, what are we giving away? We're giving away hats. We have this Top Left Sports Show hat.
All right, last chance. You have 30 seconds to share this stream if you want in.
Oh, we're getting
anyone who shares in the next 30 seconds, comment done in the post after you share it, and I'll add you to the list.
Okay, Donovan, you better get in
there.
You
have 30 seconds, right? I'm starting my internal clock. It's really good. 17, 18, 19.
Well, we're on a delay, so we need to give it a little bit more time.
Yeah. All right, so 30 seconds, share it, put done in the comments, and we'll add you to this list.
Patrick's done.
Checo, you already bought a hat.
What does he need 2 for?
Because if he wins this, then he ain't going to pay me for one.
Oh, that's what it is.
Jacob, my man.
Jacob. All right, so we'll add him in here. Number 12.
My shortstop.
Okay, Donovan. Posted.
Fine, Checo. I'll put you in it, but you still better pay for one.
Okay, so what number is he going to be then?
13.
Oh, okay.
14 is Donovan.
So 13 is... So Jacob.
All right.
Jesus.
Last final seconds.
Jacob Lee. And then we got 13 as, you said, Patrick.
I enjoy your update. Matt, you got a chance to win a hat in here, buddy.
You better get in.
He's already in.
Oh, Matt. Oh, yeah, Matt is in. You're right.
All right. Here we go. All right. We're doing it. Closed.
All right. Here we go.
Or semicolon. Boom. All right. We're closed. All right. So let's do it. We got 14. I'll pull it back up here one more time. Refresh it a couple more times since Checo wanted to cheat. I got the number 1 draft on our fantasy, and he complained, and then I got like the last pick because he complained. All right, so we got 14, correct?
14. That's what I got.
All right, the third number that pops up wins. We're going to do it 3 times. Third number wins. Yes, number 1, here we go. 12, don't matter. 12, don't matter. Yep.
Would have been Jacob.
3, doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Here's the winner.
All right, here's the winner.
Here we go. Drum roll. Here we go. Cheater. Screw you, Colin. 7.
7. What is that?
Who
Jordan?
Jordan,
Eichert.
the man, Eichert.
Ah.
Mr. Strokes.
There you go.
All right, Jordan Eichert.
Is he even tuned in?
Not yet. He tunes in every week, though.
Colin, sorry you're a little too late.
Yeah, you can always buy one, though.
Yeah, we have a few hats left.
We got 5.
Donovan.
We have 5 hats for sale still. $25 a piece.
I mean, they make you look good.
Yep.
That's for sure.
They definitely help me out. But, all right, Jordan's in here. Congratulations, Jordan. Just won a hat. Stephen Wolf, what?
I didn't win. I'm out. Jason? Yeah. Hey, we'll have more raffles in the future. It's
Checo, my Venmo is at TopLeft Sports Show. You can send me $25. Write me out, please.
Colin just said unfollowing.
Is this what we got to do for viewers? Is just give away free shit?
Okay, well, I'll take my shirt off right now.
No, don't do that.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
No one wants the shirt?
We're back. All right. Let's talk some sports now. Look, now we're going to have like 1 follower.
It's a snapback.
Fitted hat or snap. It's a snapback. Yeah, there's up close and personal right there.
There you go. And then, can you see the logo on that one?
Yeah. The light makes it a little cloudy.
I know, the light is bad. All right. But you get the gist.
All right, Jordan. I'll be at the rack on Saturday. So, if you're going to be there, I'll give it to you then. Crown Apple giveaway. Never that. More like if you watch, you owe me Crown Apple. But yeah, let's get started. So, franchise tags were this week. Some kind of surprises, some non-surprises, I would say.
You want to start with the Seahawks?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I'll make my way out there. You trying to play? If you want to play, let me know. We got openings, I think.
Seahawks are the biggest that they didn't sign. They didn't put a franchise tag on Chris Carson. Which
saw that coming.
But what are your thoughts on it?
Exactly what I said. I saw it coming. I think the only way that Chris Carson is going to be a Seahawk is if they get a deal done. I don't see them doing the franchise tag. They tried that with what's his Jesus plays for the Chiefs now. God, am I serious right now?
Give me more information than that.
Anyways, we tried that once and weren't able to get a deal done, and then ended up trading. So, it wasn't any surprise to me.
We talked about it in prior episodes, I think, and then also just like talking in general, we didn't see him signing at all. Not getting a franchise tag. Carlos Dunlap. What do you think?
Don't really get it other than opening cap room. I would say opening cap space. The cap dropped like 16 million or
14 mil is what I got. Frees up 14 million in cap space.
No, but I'm saying the cap cap dropped from 198 to 182 for the year. So you guys are so cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Tell your husband to buy a hat.
Buy a hat.
Anyways, I kind of feel like that was more of that type of move than anything. What
I've read is they're expecting to sign him back at a lower rate, which you see teams do all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible,
helps cap
but
space, but
it's possible. But I think he's going to be a very sought after free agent. I think.
Look what he did with the Seahawks. I mean, it was crazy the impact that he made when he came into it, which makes me want to like keep him. I get the move. I understand.
But the way it does, it's kind of like restructuring his contract without saying that you're restructuring his
it's
contract.
like, I don't want to pay you this much, so...
Let's release you and hope someone doesn't give you a better contract, and then we'll get... We'll do LOL. I'll just order him one. All right, cool. Top Left Sports Show on Venmo.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordan.
I'll give it to you after the show, Bradley.
All right.
Anyways...
Go Cowboys.
Yeah, idiot. I actually, speaking of the Cowboys, though, I like that Dak deal.
So that's another sign. Yeah. What was it? 160 for 4 years? 126 for 4 years. It was 126 guaranteed 4-year deal. 160 was the actual deal.
Actual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was 160.
I don't get why people are hating on this. To be honest with you, like, I don't get why people are saying, like, oh, it's... like they put out that little poll. Is he gonna make the playoffs at all? Is he gonna make the Super Bowl? Like, I don't think he's gonna make the Super Bowl, but the NFC East or that whatever fucking, you know what I'm trying to say. The NFC East is so bad that he'll easily make the playoffs at least 2 out of the. How long was his contract? 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, 2 out of the 4 years.
Yeah.
Have we talked about dudes making 4 left turns here? Not yet, Ben. Stay around for about 10 more minutes.
Donovan's
going
to stay in this chat too, right? Till we get to the 4 left turns. I could see where the Dak haters come from, because what has he done? And also he's hurt last year, so how's he going to come back?
I don't see him not coming back healthy. You don't pay a guy that much money if you doubt.
They stuck with Tony Romo for how long when he was
Tony Romo.
No, I'm just saying he's obviously like injury prone, not the best. Like,
yeah, but that's
Dallas is
him and Jerry Jones were. Anyways,
I'm just saying Dallas is like
they find a franchise quarterback and carry it out a little too long. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I agree with it, but I get what you're trying to say. No texting on the show, please.
Savannah just said it's super glitchy, so I wanted to make sure.
Mine's just fine.
Yeah, mine's fine too.
But yeah, anyways.
Who's gonna be the next?
Who's gonna be the next Sean Alexander? Fuck.
Oh, probably talking about Chris Carson.
Define your question, please.
Tony Romo's garbage in the 9 years. He said he won one playoff game.
Yeah,
what I was just bringing up is that they'll stick onto someone and they'll just
if he's bad,
they'll just ride with him because like they want something to work. And Tony Romo is not a bad quarterback, but they just want something to work. I think they want Dak to work out so bad.
Hey, unrelated news, breaking news. Just saw it on my phone first. Stay Solid is in Kings of the Northwest in Portland, Oregon. Breaking news.
Breaking news. You heard it here first, folks.
Yep. See, that's what we do on this show.
We break news.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's keep going. What else do you got for me here? I want to go into who got signed off the Seahawks, who's not a Seahawks player, obviously. Who got signed?
So we're not based off not Seahawks players. Okay.
Well, obviously,
Bears franchise tag wide receiver Allen Robinson.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. I think so. What the only reason they franchise tagged him though is the same thing as the Frank Clark thing, is they weren't able to come up with a deal in time. He was never going to go to free agency.
Mm-hmm.
They were either going to get a deal done or he was going to get the franchise tag. Why is he drinking a Coke and not a beer? Who's drinking Coke?
I'm drinking a Pepsi.
It's actually. Pepsi, dude. Don't ever talk about Coke in my house again.
I worked for Coke.
Fact. Point proven. Right. Dak is going to be the next Alexander. Gets paid and do nothing. Flop every time someone gets close around the ball. I mean, maybe. I like Dak Prescott, so I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about him. I mean, I hate the Cowboys, so
that's what I was
that
say.
Part of me hates him. But I hope he's successful, and I hope he does come back and do good things, even if he has MVP years, the next 4 years, they're still not going to make it to a Super Bowl. So I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But anyways, what
were we on?
We were on Allen Robinson.
Oh, yeah, Allen Robinson.
So, yeah, he was never going to make it to free agency. The Bears weren't going to let that happen. They came out and said that. Mm-hmm. Like, there was no way he was making it to free agency. They're trying to get a long-term deal done before the July 15th deadline or whatever it is.
Yeah, that tag is just
or else he'll get paid. He'll make $18 million in 2021 if a deal isn't done by July 15th.
Yeah, that tag is just like saying, like, all right, we're going to keep you.
Yeah.
But we're just trying to...
Let's try and get a deal done.
Out. Yeah. So, like... I mean, there was a lot of stuff that went on this week in that same...
Cool, you're sitting at Kings now. Keep talking shit about the boys. That's fine. That's where I play anyways. I'm not worried about it. Actually, I'll probably be pitching because you'll be too drunk to pitch. So, on to the next.
I got another one. Buccaneers and foreign wide receiver Chris Godwin. He's being franchise tagged.
So that one kind of... I'm not mad at the franchise tag. I obviously get the franchise tag. I don't know. I didn't get in depth on it enough if that's kind of the same as Allen Robinson, if it was just to get a long-term deal.
Yeah.
Or they wanted to re-sign him for one more year, try and make one more run. And if they don't, like, hey, we don't want to pay you big money.
I think that's what the franchise tag mostly is. Like, okay, like it's not the most money we're going to give you.
But you're a good enough player. Well, a lot of times the franchise tag is more than what that player will actually make on like a long-term deal. You know what I mean?
But it's just something like to throw at them to be like, okay, we're going to keep you for this year. But then it's kind of like a, we'll see what you do type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
So there's two on here that I didn't like as a Seahawks fan. The Carolina Panthers signed Taylor Motton to a franchise tag.
Yep.
So that's the same thing though. They've already announced that they're both looking at a long-term deal. He was never going to hit free agency. The Seahawks probably would have paid him. If I was in the Seahawks office, I would have gone straight after him. He's only missed 6 snaps over the last 3 seasons. Gave up 3 sacks and over 1,000 snaps this last year, and had 1 penalty in the entire season.
Yeah, I mean that's what we need as a Seahawks fan.
I mean, if Russ wants that kind of protection, then I mean it's going to cost money to get it.
Yeah,
which we don't have, and I think that's where that Carlos Dunlap thing comes into effect, and Shaq and all that stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
And then the next one is the guard for the Washington football team, Brandon Sheriff, however you say it. It's his second tag in a row. I heard Sticky has a stellar squad this year. Maybe they're looking for another stud. I don't know. I bought 2 jerseys for them to support them and still haven't got them. So me and Jacob are fighting. Sensitive subject. No, I'm just kidding. They're stacked and they got a lot of potential this year. I just saw that they're heading down to the Phoenix Major or whatever it is. If I'm correct, I kind of just very briefly saw it. But yeah, you know, hats off to Jacob and those guys and the team that they built, honestly. They're a very, very competitive D team, I think. So good luck to them down in Arizona again in April. But anyways, Brandon Sheriff or whatever, this is the second year in a row he's caught the franchise tag. So he made $15 million last year. He'll make $18 million this year.
Yep.
He was the first team All-Pro last year, and I think he was the first. I saw the number and I forgot to write it down, but he was the first Washington Redskin football player team to make first team All-Pro in a long time. I don't remember what the year was, but 3 sacks allowed in 857 snaps. Missed 3 games with a knee injury. Justin, what's going on, buddy? Yeah. So, kind of back to the Seahawks here a little bit.
I also had something else for you.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's just Seahawks related. Texans signed former Seahawks center Justin Britt to a 1-year deal worth up to $5 million. What do you think about that?
Perfect. Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
And don't care.
Yeah. That's something we struggle at too, though.
Don't care.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, no. In all seriousness, I'm not a huge Justin Britt fan. I mean, yes, he's an okay center, I think, but
I think that's something we struggle at, though.
It's definitely a position. Britt. It's definitely a position we have room for improving in, though, with Justin Britt on our roster. Yeah. You know, what was it? 1 year, $5 million.
1 year, $5 million. Yep.
Guaranteed, or do you know? It's all good.
I got it on my phone. It just says worth up to $5 million. So
it's not even a 5 year. It's probably like a 4 point something with incentives.
Yeah.
Realistic. Mm-hmm. It might even be a little less than that. But yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're going to talk about the Seahawks, we're going to talk about the defensive line. Just because.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said the guard and that guard and the tackle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then the Giants released one of their tackles today too. Was it today or yesterday? Let me know if you can find that. Yeah. But yeah, they released God, what's his name?
There's been so many moves the last couple of days. I know. It's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, I agree. Especially it's that time of year kind of where there's so much going on. It's so much. I got like 5 different apps that I get all my stuff from on my phone. My phone just goes off all day long, from college basketball, NHL, UEFA, like everything. Yeah. Every move in the NFL gets sent to my phone. It's ridiculous.
So even if you look up like on like TopLeft Sports like Facebook page, there's just always stuff going on. Like it's hard to I mean, we work full-time jobs. It's hard.
That's why you guys got to share the page so everyone can see all these updates.
Exactly.
Anyways, if you can't find it, don't worry about it. But anyways, I want to come backtrack a little bit to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Is Shaq Griffin a priority for the Seattle Seahawks right now?
I love Shaq Griffin, but I don't think he's...
Do you want to pay him, though? Do you want to pay him a 3-4 year deal?
It's hard to see the Hawks without him. But that's such a loaded question because, what else are we looking for?
What do you mean? As in what?
As in, if we got rid of him, if we didn't pay him?
That's the problem, though.
What else?
There's not a lot of...
What else are we looking for?
Signing Quentin Dunbar, who was supposed to come in and pretty much be a number 1 cornerback and has done shit, really. I mean, he's okay, but he's definitely didn't... When we got him from Washington, or was it Washington? I don't remember. Anyways, he just hasn't performed to what he was supposed to be. You know what I mean?
So when you see, I don't know, for me, when I see his name go out, he's out for he got that injury last year or whatever, just for it was a couple games, or not even a couple games, but it's oh shoot, who do we have now?
Yeah,
we got Stephon.
It's so
it's just hard for me because he's good enough to want him in the game, but is he great enough to want to pay?
Who are we talking about here? Shaq,
yeah.
I kind of disagree. I think pay him.
You think so?
I think so. Well, I don't think you give him the biggest defensive back contract in NFL history by any means, but I think you sign him to at least probably a 3-year deal.
I would like it. It's not something I would.
I couldn't even give you a money. I couldn't even give you a money amount because I personally wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be that much unless we make some cuts because we only have $16 million in cap room right now or something like that.
Yeah.
So actually, I could tell you, I got it pulled up right here. But yeah, so it's not going to be no record-breaking deal, but I think that him and the Seahawks can probably come together and split all the years that he's had and make him happy. Because 2018, he was fucking horrible.
Yep.
2019, he turned into some fucking elite cornerback and probably was a top 3 corner in the league.
I agree.
And then 2020, he kind of showed that average side of him where he was just okay, you're good enough to be a number 1, but you're not a top number 1 in the league this year.
That's what I saw last year. That's where it's I think he did get hurt for a couple games last year, didn't he? If I'm remembering.
Yeah, he was a little banged up.
Yeah, where it was it was 2 games. I don't know, but.
So,
I mean, I would say pay him, but it's just hard because, like I said, what else? What else are you looking for?
Yeah. So I said we had 16 mil in cap room. As false, we have 22. just a touch more than 22. So,
yeah.
I mean, there's room there, but you also got other problems you got to address too. You know what I mean? KJ Wright's up for grabs.
You just don't see a Seahawks team without KJ Wright.
I don't think so either. And I think you could I think he wants to be here. And I think you could get him where it's kind of fair on both ends, where maybe it's a little bit more than what he's worth, but not like crazy. You know what I mean?
Not like putting us out.
Yeah. But so Shaquille and Quentin are both going to be free agents this year here in this upcoming week. And Shaquille's estimated value is $11.1 million a year. So
that takes up.
I mean, do you risk paying him that much money a year? I mean,
like you already said. You said yes.
Yeah, I mean that was it was a rhetorical question, brother.
I'm just saying, like you said yes.
I think 11's probably a little steep, personally. That's just off whatever sport track or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Yep.
I think you sign, if you have to pick one of the two, and if you have to spend more money to get Shaq, you spend the money to get Shaq instead of keep Quentin Dunbar. That's kind of what I'm getting at more than anything.
Yeah. I like Quentin Dunbar, not more than Shaq, so.
It's not about liking, though. It's performance. It's
that's what I mean. Like, if I like him, it's because of performance. I'm not going to like him because their hair is cool or something.
Well, some people with some cool hair. Some people with some dumb hair. Cam Newton.
Exactly. I'm worth at least $1 million a year. Justin, you're worth way more than $1 million.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I mean, we're good on franchise tags and stuff.
Yeah, unless anyone wants. I mean. Interact, like let us know what you want us to talk about. Like, I mean, we have this set list, but if we're talking about something you want us to bring something up, like, let us know before we get off topic, because then it's hard to go back. So, I think I'm good on that.
All right, let's go into another left turn.
4 of them.
4 left turns, unless it's a road course.
Unless it's a road course, which we have like 8 this year. So,
8. Oh, and hey, sneak attack. We're gonna do our picks live on the show tonight. Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
So me and Steven have this running bet. Every week we pick a driver in NASCAR to win the race or finish ahead of the other driver. We get 1 pick. We pick a backup driver. If they crash out before stage 1 ends, then we get to use our backup driver. So I won the first one. You won last week. We're even right now.
And it's what, 5? Did we do 5 or $10?
It was $10 for if our driver finishes ahead,
and then 20 for a win.
If a win.
Okay, so we're split even right now.
We're even at 10-10.
We started at Homestead.
The Homestead.
You took MTJ.
Yep.
And I took. I don't even remember.
You did Denny Hamlin, didn't you?
Hamlin, yeah.
Yep.
And then last week in Las Vegas, I took. So look. This is where it gets interesting.
You got so last
second
week.
change.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I took Kevin originally. I took Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski as my backup.
And Kevin Harvick finished what, like 16th?
I don't know, but
16th.
I didn't see the starting grid, and you said, you take the pole, and I was like, my bad. And then you took MTJ again.
Yep.
And then who was your backup? Logano?
My backup was Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch, okay.
Hometown boy. So I was hoping he'd pull out something for me.
Yeah. So Brad Keselowski ended up taking 2nd. Truex took 6th. But so what's funny about that is literally like. They were running around the track already doing like
caution laps before the green light,
warming up tires, stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm like, last minute change. I just want to flip my picks.
Hey, can I flip my picks real quick?
Yeah.
Like, is it all right? And I'm like, yeah, green flag hasn't waved. It's all right. I should have said, nope, you're locked.
So Kevin Harvick finished 20th.
20th. I thought it was 16th. Yeah. Okay, 20th.
Yeah. So huge change for me. So this week, though, we're going to a mile track down in Phoenix.
Yep.
So I won. So how we do it is whoever wins the week before, they get to pick first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Chase Elliott.
Oh, that's a good pick.
I know it is. Let me guess, you're going to take MTJ again?
No, I'll switch it up. Martin Truex is my favorite, so I love to pick him just because I want him to do good. But let's switch it up. I'm going to go with my
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
Let's do Kyle Busch.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to take
Backup.
Yeah.
This is the backup
How is
pick.
Christopher Bell always up there in the starting
Christopher
grid?
Bell, because he's had some.
I'm not taking him.
conditions.
Last time I took him as a backup, he took like fucking. I couldn't even tell. It was so bad. Anyways, I think my backup. I'm just gonna screw you over. I'm gonna take MTJ. I'm just gonna take MTJ right now.
My favorite driver. I wasn't gonna take him anyway. Justin. Yeah, number 9 car. Yep, Chase Elliott. So
He's about to be in victory lane this week, baby.
So for my backup, I'm gonna go against what I would normally want to happen. I'm gonna go based off of just performance from the last couple of years. We're gonna go with Denny Hamlin.
That's a good pick.
He's ran good this
I think he's
year.
the odds-on favorite.
Is he?
Too.
I haven't even
Last
looked
time
yet.
I
And
looked.
normally I do look, but
I can pull it up real quick.
yeah, I'm gonna say just for a backup though, because I'll get into this a little bit, but I want Kyle Busch to do all right. I like him as a driver. Everyone hates him, he crybaby Busch, but I think it's hilarious, and I like to go against the grain. So,
all right, this is your segment. Start her up.
all right, so we're gonna go off NASCAR. So, not the funnest race to watch at Vegas, and it not normally is, so it's all right. But
Hamlin's plus 650, by the way.
oh, okay.
So he's 100 points off being the favorite.
Well, who's favorite then?
Chase.
Chase is favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we went to Vegas last week, and like I said, not the funnest race to watch, but it's, and I don't know, it's not the race you want to draw in viewers, but it's still fun to watch for me as a NASCAR fan. And the biggest story coming out of that is Kyle Larson wins his first race back from his suspension last year over using a derogatory term on his live stream.
Oh, and shit. You're not allowed to do that?
No, we're not allowed to do that.
Okay,
so don't say any of those.
Good. You don't do that. Cheers.
Cheers. So I thought it was super cool. He's went through all the sensitive training last year. He's done a lot of stuff for the community. He comes back with Hendrick. 4 races in, and he wins his first race.
Fourth race.
This is fourth race. Fourth race.
race.
Yeah. And he wins his first race of the season. And that's even before...
He won it pretty dominantly, too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I must add.
He's great. And that's before he even goes to the dirt track at Bristol. Like, Bristol's going to be dirt this year.
He's going to be my
pick. He's going to be...
He's going to be my pick.
So
I'm already telling you right. I'm telling you right now.
Hopefully I win so I can pick him as first. But so, I mean, it was cool to see him come back. And
Christopher Bell's going to be one to watch on that Bristol track, too.
Like him or not like him, I think it's cool that he came back from suspension. Yeah. Not a lot of seat time in Cup car. I mean, he had a lot of dirt track racing, so that was cool to watch. Him win. I got in here. Brad Keselowski takes second, and then my other story here was Kyle Busch finally, after 4 races, gets in the top 10. Hasn't been in the top 10. Well, first 3 races. I mean, Kyle Busch is a competitor. He's a great racer. 2000. So 20 was last year. 19 Cup champion, 2-time champion.
Some people are having a lot of car problems last week too, setup wise. Usually, so they don't get any practice or qualifying.
That's the part. You don't get no practice, no qualifying.
But that's why they have that caution after 20 laps.
Caution.
Yeah, like 20 or 20 laps.
Yeah.
But Kevin Harvick started on the pole and fell straight back to 17th after 12 laps or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got pushed.
That's why they were once the competition caution comes, he'll make a bunch of changes, and he just flatlined.
None of the changes could have. Yeah, I even have in here Kevin Harvick, the pole sitter for Sunday's race, surprisingly finished 20th place. So I did have that in my notes.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean,
obviously with all the stages and stuff, it's not that big of a deal that there isn't. I mean, there's a big deal that there's no qualifying, obviously, because you go off of. There's a team score they go off of, your finish, and fastest time from the last week. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into their positioning on the starting grid.
Yes.
But you got all these stages now to where it's not just try and run away with a race,
Yeah.
But,
yeah, so, okay, right here, big story. Kyle Busch finding his way back to the top 5 after this year, struggling most of the year. And a lot of last year. Last year, Kyle Busch even struggled. Got 1 win last year.
So one thing I thought that was cool, super cool after Kyle Larson won, is you saw Brad Keselowski
come up to him and
run up to him as he's being interviewed and like
congratulate,
like you fucking deserve it. And they even interviewed him and they're like kind of like, what's that about? And he was like, the kid fucking deserves it, man. Like after what he's been through and all that, and just came back level headed and has just been running good.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know what he's finished the last couple weeks, but
he was doing all right. I would have had it.
He was never doing horrible, I don't think.
No, never doing horrible. And that's the thing you're talking about is like
4th at Homestead.
Yep.
Road course, he was way down there. 30th at the road course. And then the 500. I don't even see him on here. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, what was I saying?
Yeah, did he not race Daytona?
No, he did.
Are you sure? Because he's definitely not on the finish here. Oh, Kyle Larson right there, 10th. Okay. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah. No, I just think it's a cool way for him to come back. And, like, I've looked at some stuff, listened to some stuff, and he had to go through sensitivity training. He went and raced his dirt track races. Like, you can't keep a racer out of racing. Like, he had to do something. So the dirt track racing he had a super big success in. Obviously, he's great at that. I just think it's so cool how, like, Hendrick brings out the number 5 car, which has so much history to it. Gets rid of the 88, brings that out, and 4 races in, and he's already winning a race. Like, this guy has talent, for sure.
Yeah.
And you even knew that when he was in the 42. Like, he had, like, a lot of talent, but kind of screwed himself over during COVID with the iRacing events.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that he was doing. So
it was just an unfortunate event that he, not to say he used as an advantage, but he did it. He went about it the right way afterwards, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I remember when all that happened, even though I wasn't, there obviously was no, they were doing iRacing at the time.
They were.
But even the things that you saw is like he went about his, I guess, quote unquote treatment, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
his
just like
penalties and stuff like that. Like he went
like,
about it the right way.
He definitely did. And I mean, everyone makes mistakes. You always got to give someone a second chance.
Yeah.
And I don't knock him. I would love to see him do great this year. Yeah. So it's good to see him win this one. I'm just excited for more racing. I know it wasn't the best race last week. It wasn't the funnest to watch. It's not the easiest to pass. A lot of action. First, second, third, fourth place, but nothing really behind it. So, not a lot of cautions. People love to see cars crashing, but that didn't happen. So, I don't know. If you just keep tuning in, keep growing the sport.
AJ Allmendinger won the Xfinity race too.
That was I watched that race. I didn't get to see the truck race, but I watched the.
I don't ever get to see the truck race.
Friday night.
If I get lucky and see it, I do.
Yeah, it's the same with me. It's like I have to be like kind of halfway watching. Same with the Xfinity. I was with my dad, so I got to see a little bit of it, and that was good race to watch, but nothing like Daytona 500 or Bristol or.
Kyle Busch took second in the truck race last week.
Kyle Busch did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, I didn't even look that up.
Kyle Larson won the truck race last week. Wait, something's wrong here.
You're looking at like...
Yeah. Somehow it went backwards. Okay, I was like, that doesn't make no sense. And Nemechek won the truck race.
John Henner. Yeah.
I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But,
no, I did see in the Xfinity race that, I don't know if this will ring any bells to anyone else, but Bubba Pollard, I think he finished 8th. He was a late model driver for Dale Earnhardt Jr. last year, and he got the call up to do some Xfinity racing this year. So I had my eyes on him the whole race because I wanted him to do well, and he was running Dale Jr.'s Xfinity team, and he did a solid race. So that was what I was watching the whole time when I was watching the Xfinity race was Bubba Pollard. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
We got NASCAR covered.
The only thing left
on here
is some Mariners talk now, huh?
Mariners and baseball talk, really.
Yeah. So actually, let's go into the divisions and stuff like that first. Yeah, and then
go to the Mariners after that. So what I had prepared was like for American League and National League, who do you think is going to be in the playoffs?
Can I do the division winners first?
Division winners first.
I'm going to go through and pick who I think is going to win each division.
Okay, but then we're going to go through
and then you can do your thing. Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
Yeah, go.
That's
go.
fine.
All
right, so obviously the AL East, it's so I have the odds right in front of me, but there's a couple of them that I'm going to switch up on you.
Okay.
So AL East, the New York Yankees are a minus 190 favorite, and I think that's pretty clear, honestly. Tampa Bay is a plus 368 in second, and I think that's pretty close. Toronto, depending on how Toronto starts and if they can carry momentum, they might have a chance at second place in the division, but obviously Tampa Bay coming off a World Series appearance last year, hoping to replicate that. I don't think it's possible for them to do that, but I'm going to take the Yankees in the AL East, Tampa at 2, though. And Toronto, I'm going to put Toronto 3 games back from Tampa Bay at the end of the year.
Okay.
And then AL Central, which is the White Sox, Twins, Indians, Tigers, and Royals. I think this is the closest division. Well, actually, never mind. No, it's not. They don't even have a winner picked in a couple of these. Where was I at? AL Central. Okay, so they have the White Sox at minus 146, which, again, is very accurate. They're going to win the Central unless something goes catastrophically wrong. The Twins at plus 177, and then the Indians are plus 717. So, yeah, like I said, unless something goes catastrophically wrong or the Twins somehow just get red hot and stay red hot all year, the White Sox will win the Central.
Okay.
AL West is where it starts to get tricky here. They have the Oakland A's at plus 123 winning the AL West, and the Houston Astros at plus 157 taking second. They have the LA Angels at plus 383 in third, the Seattle Mariners at plus 2,233 in fourth, and the Texas Rangers at plus 4,333. So here's what I'm going to tell you this is wrong.
Ooh.
The Houston Astros are going to win the AL West. Okay. I know they've lost a couple people this year. Their rotation's not as strong as it's always been, but I still think that they are going to be the most competitive team in the AL West. The Astros just play with some different type of kind of chip on their shoulder, even when they're down, even after all the scandal crap. They play with a certain chip on their shoulder that makes them tough to beat, even if they're not at 100%.
Maybe banging on garbage cans?
Maybe. I don't know. So obviously I'm going to have Oakland at second. But I'm also going to switch up the Angels and the Mariners because I think the Mariners are going to take third in this division this year, especially if we get a strong showing from James Paxton and Yusei Kikuchi.
Yeah, definitely. Which
is kind of making me nervous right now, honestly. Yusei is making me a little nervous, but we'll see how that goes. Okay. Also, Justice Sheffield, I don't know how long he stayed in the game today, but if he was in the game when they started getting shelled, I'm not very happy about that. I can't find it on there. All right, anyways. Now we'll go to the National League, the NL East. The NL East is probably going to be, well, that's not true. The NL West is going to be the most fun to watch. But the NL East, I would say, is probably going to be the second best. Because you got the Braves and the Mets that are going to be going at it like crazy this year. They're always going to be within like 2 or 3 games of each other, I would say, all season long. And when they go head-to-head, it's going to be a fiery competition. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it how it is. I'm from Georgia, so obviously I want the Braves to win it. And just fuck New York. So NL Central, the St. Louis Cardinals and Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Cardinals winning this division. But they have the So the Reds, the Brewers, and the Cubs are all at plus 300 and something. So I think the Brewers have a chance to kind of make a move this year. I just think it's hard to win the NL Central against the Cardinals. They're just always so dominant and stuff. Yep. And then let's see, the NL West, dude. This is going to be so fun to watch. You got the LA Dodgers coming off another World Series win last year. Minus 260, no surprise. Obviously, the biggest odds favorite to even win a division. Yeah. They're the far odd favorites to win the World Series already. Yeah. And then you got the San Diego Padres right there at plus 203. So there's a 400-point gap there. But keep an eye on those Padres, man. Everyone, keep an eye on the Padres. I don't think they have the lineup to win the division. I think they have a rotation to compete to try and win the division, but I think their batting lineup and their fielding is what's going to hurt them a little bit. I mean, you could take the LA Dodgers and make an NL All-Star team out of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you can't quite do that with the Padres yet, and I feel like if you're playing in the division with the Dodgers, you got to have an all-star team, and they just don't quite have that yet.
Sounds like you're leaning more towards the Dodgers for anything.
No, I mean realistically, yeah, but I would love to see
statistically.
I would love to see the Padres do it.
Loving and actually seeing is so much different.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah,
it just doesn't. Yeah, there's some things that you want to happen. And there's some things that are realistic.
Yeah.
It's like if you're a Jets fan, you're not going to say, we're going to win the Super Bowl. It's like, well, they're Jets fans, so they probably would. Or if you're a Cowboys fan, we're going to win the Super Bowl. We got Dak back.
Yeah.
But, like, let's be real. You're not going to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
All right. Do it.
All right. So we'll start out with the AL. We'll do a wild card.
So what's going to happen here?
Oh, yeah. Explain it.
Well, it's your gig. You explain.
Okay. So what I'm going to name off, like the AL, the National League, the Wild Card Division Series, the ALCS, the NLCS. I'm gonna name off the teams that experts have picked to be in these games and who will win these games. And I'm gonna see what Steven stacks up compared to what experts.
What if I disagree with the teams that are gonna be there?
Well, that's fine because I'm going to tell you the teams that the experts say is going to be there.
And I can tell you they're wrong.
You can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. The experts are wrong, so you can tell them. Send a strongly worded email to them.
I love telling people they're wrong.
Exactly.
All right, do it up.
So that's on them. So we're going to start with the AL wild card. We got the Angels versus Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay.
Who are you going to pick to win?
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
The Los Angeles Angels versus Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay. Wrong.
What did I say? Oh,
LA is not making the wild card.
I mean, this is what experts say. So.
Okay, but I'm saying scratch them out and put the fucking Oakland A's in there.
No, because I'm telling you what these have picked and who's gonna win. So you're gonna pick those two teams. Out of those two teams, you're gonna pick one.
So so they're saying the Houston Astros or the Oakland A's aren't gonna make the fucking playoffs this year.
I mean, this is wild card, so
yeah, wild card. You take each division winner and then 2 wild cards. So
I mean, what they have written down on this, I could show you this website right now.
No, I know. I get what you're saying.
Because I got the Astros in here later on, so whatever they said.
So you're saying the Oakland A's aren't going to make the wild card this year?
I'm just saying what they said.
Okay, so do I need to? Okay, so they're saying the Oakland A's are not going to make the playoffs this year.
That's what they're saying.
So
this is supposed to be rapid fire. You're making this so much longer.
It's so smoked. I don't agree with it.
It's all right if you don't agree with it.
Okay, what's the team? Yeah, no, I didn't say it.
So the Angels versus Tampa Bay Rays. Pick one. You're just picking them. That's all you got to do.
The Rays.
Okay, Rays. Okay, we'll do Steven's pick. All right, and then we got division: Houston Astros versus Chicago White Sox.
Ooh, I'll take Chicago.
Pick. All right. And then we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Yankees.
The Yankees.
And then the ALCS would be White Sox versus Yankees.
Hold on. Are you sure you did that right?
I'm sure I did that right.
Okay.
Yep.
What? So the Yankees versus the White Sox?
Yep.
Yankees. Unfortunately. Fuck the Yankees.
All right. We're going to go to the National League now. Wild cards. St. Louis Cardinals versus the Padres.
So fucking smoked, dude. The Cardinals are going to win the division.
Experts. Okay.
Cardinals are going to win the division. So who do they have winning the fucking Central? The Reds?
Division, Chicago Cubs versus Atlanta Braves.
What? Say that? The Cubs?
Cubs versus Atlanta Braves.
Whatever.
Hey.
So
me. I said this is experts.
So what was the wild card game?
Wild card was Cardinals versus Padres.
Padres.
You said Cardinals at first.
Yeah, but
all right, we're switching. All right, Padres.
No, I think the Cardinals are going to win the division. They're not even going to be in a fucking wild card game.
Well, as the experts say.
Fuck the experts.
Okay, division: Chicago Cubs versus Atlanta Braves.
Let's see, that's a hard one. Who's the home team?
It doesn't say this on here. We just got teams. Okay.
I'm gonna take the Braves.
Nice. Okay. We got Padres versus LA Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Obviously.
Dodgers in the NLCS. Dodgers in the World
Dodgers versus
Series.
Braves.
Dodgers in the NLCS. Yeah. Dodgers in the series.
Could be Dodgers versus White Sox.
Maybe Dodgers versus Yankees.
Or the Yankees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, White Sox.
I said Yankees.
Okay.
And I said fuck. That's why I said fuck
okay.
the Yankees.
Oh, okay. See, you were trying to confuse me.
I said
all right
Yankees, even though it's fuck the Yankees.
So we'll go over what the experts say. So in the wild card,
which is wrong,
the American League has the LA Angels versus Tampa Bay Rays,
which is not true. It's not going to be true. The Oakland A's are going to be playing the Tampa Bay Rays in the wild card.
Experts.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so you said Tampa Bay Rays. Experts also said Tampa Bay Rays, so you get a point for that one.
Woohoo. It's not true.
Division, Houston Astros versus Chicago White Sox. You said Chicago White Sox, so did experts. So you get a point for that one.
I guess they're not that stupid.
Tampa Bay Rays versus Yankees. You said Yankees. Point for that one. Experts said Yankees.
And they picked them in the ALCS.
ALCS, White Sox versus Yankees. They picked White Sox.
No! That's so smoked!
So you're at 3 points right now, 3 out of 4.
I mean, I think it would go to a very good Game 7.
Yeah.
But that's not happening. I mean, there's no way.
I'm just here to tell you what the experts are saying, and this is what the experts are saying. So we'll go to the National League. So wild card, we had the St. Louis Cardinals versus San Diego Padres. You said San Diego Padres. Mm-hmm. Experts say San Diego Padres. All right, +1 on that one. And then we go to division. Chicago Cubs, which you don't like.
I don't not like the Cubs, but they're not going to win the division. The Cardinals are.
The
Cardinals would be in the division spot, and the Cubs would be in the wild card.
Okay, so we're just going to keep saying what the experts said. Chicago Cubs versus Atlanta Braves. You said Atlanta Braves. That's a +1.
Boom.
Padres versus Dodgers. Obviously, +1.
What'd you say? What was that one?
Experts, Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. Versus Padres?
Yeah. Atlanta Braves versus LA Dodgers in the NLCS.
Which would be it would go to a Game 6.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it'd be a good Game 6, but it would go to a Game 6.
Okay.
But the Dodgers are going to win it.
Expert says Dodgers. So that's a +1 for you.
If they say that the Dodgers are going to lose to the Chicago White Sox in the World Series, I'm going to throw my pen so fucking hard at you.
Well, get ready to throw your pen.
They didn't say that.
They didn't say that. They said the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So you got, what was that, 7 out of 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8 out of 9.
Which doesn't even count.
Which doesn't
even count.
In your mind, it doesn't count because you don't think that's how that's going to play out. I'm just telling you. This is
I will make a bracket right now and show you how this season's going to play out, and you can tell me if I'm wrong in 162
I can't tell you if it's wrong because I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what that.
In 162 games, you can look at the actual playoffs and look at mine, and it'll be within. So maybe 2 teams will be wrong.
Okay, so tonight when we get off, make your bracket. We'll hold on to it for 162 games.
I just did on the air.
Okay, we'll write it down. Okay. And then we'll
take a picture of it. I don't give a fuck.
We'll revene in 162 games and see how that plays out. I'm not saying this is what I'm saying is going to happen. I'm saying what the experts are saying is going to happen. So
I'm the only expert on this show.
Well, that's why we have this show, is because you're the expert. So
I think I joined a little late. Yeah, Austin, you had a shot at a free hat earlier.
Missed it.
You missed it, buddy.
Yeah.
You didn't.
If you were tuning in, you probably would have won.
Yeah.
But you could just buy one though.
Yep, 25 bones.
$25.
At TopLeft Sports Show on Venmo. Do it. Yeah.
It's all right. You're still here though, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for the support, buddy.
Yeah.
As always.
As always.
Let's do a little Supercross, huh?
Supercross. I did get to watch a lot of that Supercross. I was oh my. I know you're probably gonna get into it, but I don't even remember what race it was. How many times did they had to restart that fucking race?
Oh, the 250 at LCQ.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, people out there breaking their backs.
Yeah, it was.
Getting
let's
one
see
down.
where
There
we're
you go,
at
Austin.
here.
Let's get one.
Daytona results. So yeah, it was a little bit hectic there at the 250 LCQ.
That was hectic.
There was 3 red flags or something like that.
There was 2, so they restarted. They started 3 times.
Yeah,
there was 2 red flags.
So let's go to the 250 results here. Actually, we didn't do any of the Mariners crap we were gonna do.
Did we? No, we didn't.
We can do it here in a minute.
We got excited about.
We still got time. It's not bedtime yet. So Cameron McAdoo.
He's a fun last name to say.
Yeah, he won it 250. Styles Robertson, I'm pretty sure he's a rookie. Took second, and so here's my problem with people doing really good at Daytona and people being like, it's his breakout race, blah, 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 blah. Daytona is such a different track setup. It's almost like you're riding a national damn near with a couple rhythm sections.
Yeah.
Right?
The sand was a little bit wild, but...
Well, yeah, there's always big sand sections at Daytona. But I'm not doubting how well he rode because he rode really good. Same thing with Pierce Brown. But you can't compare... Like, that's what's going to kill them on this short season, like riders like Justin Cooper and stuff like that and Hunter Lawrence, is a bad result at a track like Daytona because it doesn't fit your style with a Supercross track mixed into it can really hurt you later on in the point standings, because it's a shorter season this year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Pierce Brown and Styles Robertson. First of all, it's a badass first name, Styles. Love it. Yeah, it was a fun race. The 450 race was the most fun.
I actually missed that race.
Cooper Webb making coming out of the last corner. I think he made the pass for second over AP. AP rode a really good race too, which I hate to admit, but AP rode a really good race. Ken Roxon almost got Cooper a couple times, but luckily he was kind of able to separate at some point, and then like I said, coming out of the last corner, I think there was like a triple, and for some reason AP had to double it, and that's when Cooper passed him. So, and then Eli Tomac, Mr. Daytona, obviously.
Was that 5?
His fifth, yeah. So he tied Ricky Carmichael for the most at Daytona, and he't break it next year.
Okay.
Malcolm Stewart with a top 5, huh?
Early predictions, I like it.
I'm just saying Daytona fits him so well. Like, unless he has a horrible setup going and is just not himself, he always does good at Daytona. Doesn't always win it, but he always does really good at Daytona. Yeah. All right, so backtrack, little Mariners.
Yeah, let's go back to the Mariners.
Let's do it. All right, so the Mariners are having a rough spring, I would say.
Yeah.
It hasn't been
3 and 4 in spring training.
Yeah, but
well, besides tonight. But.
We usually have really good springs where we'll win a lot of games, and then come in and just shit the bed in the regular season. So maybe
this is like
reverse psychology.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a turnaround.
Maybe. So real quick here, I got an updated starting lineup, kind of. The only thing that really, it's not even changed, it's just I kind of solidified them myself at where they're going to be, is obviously J.P. Crawford's going to be at short. I'm going to stick Dylan Moore at second, I think. Kyle Lewis, obviously is going to be in center. Kyle Seager holding down the 3 bag.
As always.
Mitch Haniger, obviously, in left. Those hats are fire. Yes, sir.
Hey,
they are. Appreciate you, Rhino, for hooking it up and all that. I really do appreciate you, man. And
thank you so
I got
much.
one pulled aside for you. So unless I'm going to run into you at the ball fields here soon, send me your address. I'll get it sent out to you, buddy. I appreciate it. Anyways, Mitch Haniger in left, obviously. And then Jose Marmolejos is going to be in right. And then Ty France, I'm going to solidify him as our DH right now.
So I was just going to ask you because he's the third baseman, and he is on like leaderboards on the
he's hot right now.
Like 309 batting average right now, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs.
Yeah,
like I was going to ask you where
he's
he
on
falls
fire
in that. Yeah, but
so if he gets playing time, it's not going to be at third unless Kyle's getting an off day. Yeah. But it'll be at second mostly. If Dylan Moore starts to take a shit, then maybe they throw him at a 2 bag and find another. Yeah. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And then obviously Evan White is going to be locking down the 1 bag, and then Luis Torrens, I got him locked up as our catcher right now.
Mm-hmm. Go over to
and then
pitching.
I can't figure out what I want to do with pitching yet. Obviously, the 1, 2, 3 I got locked up with Marco, Yusei, and James. Mm-hmm. But with Justice, Chris, and Justin, I just don't know what to do there. I haven't figured it out yet. It doesn't help not being able to like watch the games either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. A lot like you can look at numbers all day long, but it's different when you're watching pitches and watching how it's breaking and watching how confident they are and stuff like that, So
yeah, exactly.
Fielding and hitting, you can kind of look at stats and get a good idea for stuff like that. But pitching is just
a batting average or something. You're like, oh yeah, he's doing it right. But pitching, you want to see the actual the ball leave his hand.
Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to talk about, I think the last live show we did, because that was obviously 2 weeks ago now, was that they named Marco Gonzalez already the opening day starter.
They did.
Okay, so if you're James Paxton, who they have him as the 3, I think he's going to bump up to the 2 and drop Yusei down to the 3. If you're James Paxton, you're coming back to your old ball club, you're coming off an injury.
Your old ball club where you had success in too.
Yeah. So does that deter you? Or does that kind of like help you focus on just rehabbing fully, focusing on what you need to focus on and getting back into the swings of being a Mariner rather than being a Yankee? Because obviously 2 completely different clubs, 2 different clubhouses, 2 different mindsets.
Yeah.
Like, does that help you or does that kind of like defeat you before the season even starts? Or does it matter? Does being an opening day starter?
You're being a starter. Does it matter if you're opening day starter or if you're starter?
So it does, though. I think it does. Being an opening day starter in the MLB is obviously they're solidifying you as the 1.
Yeah.
Like you are our 1.
Yeah.
And being a 1, and there's only 30 number 1 pitchers in the world.
Yeah.
And you're one of them. You know what I mean?
So then if you're in Paxton's shoes, you look at it like, all right, I am on a rehab. Like, maybe it's all right that I'm a 2.
Or does he feel healthy enough to where he should be a 1?
Do you think that's got to be a conversation that he has with them? Obviously.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking, like, what do you think? Do you think that would deter him and, like, kind of unmotivate him? Or do you think he's just like, it is what it is. This is Marco's team. Marco was the one when I left.
Before, like before I got back here, he was already here. I think I think you're on the right track with that because it's his team. I'm on a rehab year. I'm just coming back. Like, obviously I'm good enough to be a number 2 or a number 1.
Well, he wasn't on a rehab year.
Well,
he was hurt all year and kept pitching.
So I'm saying this is a year where it's like
he had a rehab off season.
Yeah.
And I just want to, there's a difference between a rehab year. Ken Giles is on a rehab year right now.
Okay.
coming off Tommy John, and he's down in Phoenix. He'll stay in Phoenix for the whole season until he gets called up to Double-A or Single-A, to throw a little bit here and there. But
yeah, okay.
So a rehab year versus rehabbing is a little bit different.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you got me on that one. Appreciate that.
But yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I'm super competitive. If I was a major league pitcher, which I definitely got the gas to do, but see what happened was there's an old high school injury. I was walking my dog, and it just pulled.
I remember that.
I don't want to talk about it on the air.
No, we won't.
Anyways, so if I was a major league pitcher and I was like a 1, 2, or 3, and that's kind of, I don't even think the number one's open for the Mariners, but if there was a question that it was and someone else got the ball, I definitely would kind of feel a little irritated.
So do you think it was open then?
No. Okay. Not for a second.
Okay,
and I think James knew that.
So I think you're answering your own question right there.
Well, I'm asking you, like, what you think. I know my answer.
Okay, well, I mean,
no, and I think
I'll sit in the same.
I think the way that they did it too, doing it right when spring started rather than waiting until 2 days before opening day, definitely. So James can go through the whole spring and just be like, I just need to work on this, and this. This is my role on this team right now. Try and have a good year and bounce back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Cool story.
Let's go into.
Have anything else in here?
Yeah, just a couple averages and stuff like that.
Okay.
Jose Marmolejos hitting 400 right now.
Okay.
Jake Fraley, who everyone was very anxious to come up and get some work at spring, is 0 for 15 right now. He's got 5 walks, though. 7 strikeouts, though. Dylan Moore, who they have in here as a shortstop, who's definitely not going to be, is hitting just under 300. Julio Rodriguez hitting just under 300. Mitch Haniger's a bump over 300.
385.
Ty France is just killing it in the spring. 615, 1 walk, 19 total bases, 5 RBIs, 3 home runs, 2 doubles. So Ty France is definitely doing some good things. Where we at? Taylor Trammell having a good spring, 308. Evan White just leaving where Evan White left off, 083. That's gonna be the killer right there. For that will ruin Evan White's career. He has one of the best gloves at any position in the major leagues, and his batting average is going to completely destroy his career. Donovan Walton, 250. Kyle Lewis, 364. Braden Bishop, 200. Kyle Seager, 500. Jared Kelenic hopefully can return back. I would say, was it Wednesday right now? Probably early next week. They put him on a day-to-day. And then Luis Torrens, how's he doing? He's doesn't have a hit. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, kind of what you expect out of the spring, though, honestly, for the Mariners. Yeah. I don't.
Most of them.
We're just going to have to wait. We're not going to see what these Mariners are going to be like until we get 10, 15 games in, That's hopefully it's not one of those years, which I don't think it will be, but where we have like a stupid hot start and that like 2 years ago where you hit a home run in like 20-something straight games and we're leading the division by like 5 games.
It was like the first like 60 games or...
Yeah, we were in first place with like a 5 or 6 game lead.
Yeah, it felt so great. And then it was just like, was it after the All-Star break?
Yeah, it literally could not have gotten worse.
No, exactly. I remember that.
Except for, I think, was that the year James threw his no-hitter in Toronto? Was that in Toronto? Yeah.
It was in Toronto, yeah.
But I don't think that was that year. I think he threw that the year before.
I was working at Coke. It was the year before.
It was the year before.
I remember I was watching it while I was working.
Because that was the year they went to Japan. Right? I'm pretty sure. I don't remember.
Yeah. But, no, it's just, how many games is it in?
What? The season?
Yeah.
162.
No, I mean, how many is it right now? Have we played in spring training?
7 or 8.
8, I think.
Something like that.
So, not a lot to base off of right now.
But spring's weird this year. They're doing like 6, 7 inning games. If you get to a certain pitch total, the inning automatically ends and stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know how long those rules have been in effect. Honestly, I pay attention to just the Mariners usually during the spring.
Mm-hmm.
And lately I've been trying to watch as much as I can. Pretty much any game that's on, I try and watch.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long those rules have actually been in effect where it's, you know, you can do 6, 7 inning games. I've seen a 5 inning game. The pitch count thing, I don't really know when that came into effect. So
yeah, I'm not too keen on the spring training.
Yeah.
But
anyways, about time to sign off here. So I will update the number of hats we have left after we're done with the show.
We don't have much. So
it's probably 2.
Yeah, if you want one, let us know. Get one now.
And it's first pay.
Yeah, first pay for first get.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, we're definitely in the works for some more merch.
We're already talking about it.
Some other styles of hats or, I don't know, whatever
some
you guys
fitteds, all that type of stuff. So,
I mean, they're great hats.
Hats. Also, again, shout out to Rhino for hooking that up.
Yeah, seriously.
Super easy to work with as a middleman. It was the easiest experience in my life. So shout out to Rhino again one more time. I appreciate you, brother, and I'll get you your hat as soon as I can. But yeah, I don't have any.